welcome back. So if you had to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you multitask? 1 being terrible and 10 being master multitasker. We multitask every single day, and most people claim that they're pretty good at it. Let me guess, you rated yourself a 7. No, wait, an 8, right? How about we do a little experiment then? If I asked you to count from 1 to 26, how long do you think it would take you? Maybe 15 seconds? What if I asked you to say the ABCs? How long do you think that would take? Most likely the same amount of time, right? Well, that's what one researcher found. We can zip through those 2 tasks pretty quickly, somewhere around 10 to 15 seconds. But what if I asked you to interweave counting numbers with reciting the alphabet? That is, switching back and forth between the 2 tasks, A1, B2, C3. It would be logical to think that that would take twice as long because you're doing the 2 tasks, you're just doing them together, right? Not so fast. Every single participant in this study took more than 5 times as long to complete the combined task 3 than the sum of the time that it took them to complete both of the other tasks. You know, it's estimated that only 2% of the population is actually proficient at multitasking. Ironically, those people are the least likely to multitask. The problem is that we all think that we're part of that 2%, and we use that inaccurate perceived ability as justification to go ahead and juggle too many tasks. According to the American Psychological Association, there are 2 main types of multitasking. 1, performing 2 tasks simultaneously, like talking on the phone while driving a car. And 2, bouncing back and forth between tasks. You know, we've all been there, right in the middle of focused work, when you get an email notification, or someone stops by your office to have a conversation. Regardless of the form, the costs of multitasking are high. The term multitasking is actually a misnomer, because as incredible as the human brain is, it actually can't do more than one thing at a time. Instead, we switch focus between tasks. So the term that is used in the research is task switching. There's been a lot of research on task switching, and here's what we know. It takes far longer to complete tasks when we switch back and forth between them. Also, you make more errors when you switch than you do if you just do one task at a time. Task switching also causes mental fatigue and increases stress. Recall and cognitive performance decrease as the number of task switches increase. And each task might take less than a second, but if you do a lot of task switching throughout the day, it can add up to a loss of 40% of your productivity. It's unrealistic for most of us to eliminate multitasking altogether, but with a better understanding of it, we can mitigate the negative effects. So check out my recent blog post to learn more about how it impacts our productivity and which personality types are most vulnerable. If you want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better, check out my book, Happier Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal, available now on Amazon. And if you enjoyed this Neuro Nugget, pass it on to someone in your corner of the world, because life is always better when you share the good stuff.